Hey y'all, Lady Ryu here. I'm going to teach you today how to make this cute headband bow. As you know, I like to normally wear them in my videos, and I just thought, hey, I could make some. So come and join me. Okay, to get started, this is really simple. You'll just need some fabric. I'm using 100% cotton. You probably need a yard. No, yard should be sufficient. Cutting mat. I'm gonna borrow my cousin's here and borrow her ruler. And you'll need a lovely little thing called a rotary cutter. If you don't have a rotary cutter, you can use scissors. Okay, actually for this, you can just use 3/8 of a yard or 14 inches. It should be sufficient. And I'm going to use this piece right here. First, I'm going to open up my fabric. Make sure your selvage edges are together. Selvage is the finished edge. And you're going to cut a strip that's 7.5 inches wide by the width of the fabric. So this fabric is about 45 inches wide. In case you're wondering, I have knee pads on because I have really bad knees, and it helps if you're cutting fabric on the floor. Just cushions and protection your knees. So I'm going to cut one strip, 7.5 inches, the width of the fabric. So we'll have a really long strip here. Okay, with the remaining fabric, I'm going to cut 2 rectangles for a bow. I want mine is going to be 9 inches wide by 7 inches because I want a big bow. You can always make it bigger, smaller, whatever size you want it. So I'm going to do that. That's for the bow body, the front and back. And then we're going to cut one. Get it open here. 1.5 inch strip or 2 inch strip, whatever your preference for the bow middle. I'm gonna do 1.5 for the middle of the bow. Okay, so you'll have the little strip for the bow middle. All right, take out over to meet my sewing machine. All right, lovelies, excuse my messy table. This is where all the magic happens. Meet Bertha. This is my baby. This is my sewing machine. I refer to her as Bert. She's a good machine. I've had her for about a couple of years now. I made a lot of stuff with her. She's a peach. Over here on this side, this is my cousin Serger, and we named her Flo. She's awesome. The fork is there because my cousin was making fork pleats, in case you're wondering. All right, I'm back. I flipped it inside out. I'm just gonna press this real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, so the elastic is optional. I just decided to elasticize mine because, like I said, some days my hair will be bigger than it normally is. So I'm actually, so you can either wrap this around your head, leave a little bit of room for your seam allowance, and just stitch it together. Just tuck in your edges where you clipped it, and then attach your bow. Or you can do like me. I'm gonna elasticize it. So I'm just gonna put a waistband in with my 1/4 inch elastic. I just use this as a guide. So I'm just gonna stitch. What is this? To measure this. I'm just gonna stitch a channel along the top. Actually, no, I'll stitch it at the bottom because that's where it's going against my head. Okay. Make sure I have this in the right direction. Okay. And okay. Started. Make sure I'm lining it up. That's important. Let me bring this over here so y'all can see. Measuring lines here. It's like a little grid. Y'all can see it. Yeah, we're measuring. So I'm just lining it up with my line right here. It's just keeping my fabric against that line. Gonna stitch it all the way. Okay, now I got my channel stitched. What I'm gonna left to do, stitching the elastic. So I take my elastic. You're gonna need a safety pin, and you take your safety pin. I wish I had a bigger one, but this is all I had available at the moment. And you just pin it through. Start at your channel, whatever side you want, and you're just gonna thread it through. When you don't see any more elastic in your channel, you're gonna pin that end, whatever this tail end, to your fabric so it stays there. So it stays in place pretty much. That's gonna take a minute, so I'll be back, y'all. Okay, so I have my end of my elastic here. I'm just gonna stitch it just to anchor it in place. I actually anchored it down because it almost got sucked inside of the rest of the waistband. So I'm just gonna finish. This would be a whole lot easier with a bigger safety pin. Almost there. As you can see, it's starting to gather the top. We're gonna do the same thing with this end. Anchor down the elastic. I think this is like my favorite part when you finish threading the elastic. It's it can be fairly time consuming. All right, so yep, just gonna anchor this down, and I just stitched it all the way across. Okay, we're almost done. So I'm gonna decide which part I want to be. I think I want this part to be on the outside. So make sure right sides together. We're just gonna take our two ends, hold them together, and just stitch across here. I'm gonna do my 1/4 inch. Be nice, Bert. Thank you. Sometimes you have to be nice to your machine. Sometimes you have to cuss her out. Depends on how you feel that day and how she's being. Ooh, she's being a little saucy today. All right, Bert. Okay, so I got that done. Flip it. Cute. Gonna try this on and figure out where I want to place my bow. I think it looks a little like a shower cap. I still think it's pretty cute. I think maybe for the next one I do, I'll actually just shorten, like wrap it around my head and then shorten it before I do the elastic part. But it's still cute. I think we're gonna attach this bow right here. I'm just gonna glue it on. Okay, I'm just gonna glue my bow on. Bow. I'm just gonna stick it right here. And we're pretty much done. Have our cute little headband. Still looks a little like shower cap, but I think it's pretty cute. I'll actually go back and like pleat this down or something. I think it looks pretty cute though. Otherwise, I like the giant bow. Look, you put it on the side. Really cute. I like it. Now you know what? You can always just tuck this down. Oh, that works too. Learn something new every day, people. Actually, that actually worked out better. Edit, edit. Edit, because I need to edit song apparently, and I messed up. Okay, so I like completely hated the first one. I cut my band too wide. So I think I told y'all it was 7.5. I actually cut it down to 5 inches and I cut it in half. And this is a much better size. And I actually wrapped it around my head and I cut it down and it'll fit a lot better. And I made the bow slightly smaller, although the big bow's fun. I may go back and do the big bow. So all the rest of the steps are the same. So I wanted to say I changed the measurements, and I'll put the correct measurements in the description box. Thanks, guys. And as you can see, it fits way better. It's cuter. It's more form-fitting to my head. It's not all shower cappy looking. So yeah, I like this a little better. So sorry about that. Back to the program. Y'all know what to do. Like, share, and subscribe. See y'all next time. Bye.